Hello, everybody. My name is Lauren Brendon. I'm the Assistant Commissioner of the MIAA, and I'm very excited to be here today with Owen McDaniel from Albion. Owen, how are you today?
Doing well, doing well.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Owen McDaniel. I'm a junior at Albion College. I'm involved as a tour guide here. I'm part of the Gerstacker business program. I'm a business major, exercise science minor. I help lead the FCA, which is the Fellowship for Christian Athletes, do Bible study every week. Yeah, I'm on the wrestling team.
As a junior, you have had quite some time within the MIAA so far. Tell me some of your favorite things about competing in the conference and maybe some of your favorite rivalries.
Well, rivalries, I would say, as a third year program now, we started 3 years ago with my recruiting class. And Adrian's the team to beat. They were the returning MIAA champions. So unfortunately, we fell short to them a couple days ago, but we're training for them every day. I know our head coach used to coach and go to school at Olivet. So they're also the team to beat. And we love competing against them. And the rivalry there is awesome. Both schools come and support, and the gym is loud, and it's a fun time to compete. And just the MIAA in general, it's just a close knit circle with people who are like out to support. So when we're competing, people are in the stands cheering on, and I like the atmosphere.
What drew you to Division 3 specifically? What makes D3 special to you?
Division 3, well, I know that personally, Albion College itself stood out to me for academics wise. And like I said earlier, 3 years ago, Adam came to me and my head coach and said, "Hey, we have an opportunity to start a wrestling program here, and you have the opportunity to be a pillar in this program and start it off." So help build this. So that's honestly the main reason. Is Adam is a big part of the reason why I did D3, and he convinced me to come, and the academics are great. And I know in the beginning when we first started, we were wrestling in the tennis center, and then as they were building our wrestling room, so that was a fun time. But yeah, just the opportunity to build a program was the main attraction.
I'm sure you're busy between wrestling and everything you have going on campus, but what hobbies do you have outside of that?
Yeah, I know that I love music. I'm listening to music all the time. I write music. I like to just hang out with friends. In my room, my roommate is my best friend. I got a couple other really good friends on the team. We like to go out and eat. As a wrestler, cutting weight. So anytime we have the opportunity to go and eat food, we love to hit up some local restaurants in Albion. Um, in the summer, my family, we love to camp. So we have a motorhome, and we travel across the state and camp, and it's fun memories.
You're a contender in the national rankings at 184 pounds. How have you prepared throughout your wrestling career to be so successful on the mat?
Yeah, I give a lot of credit to my mentors and my coaches, always being in my corner. My dad has been a great support system in my wrestling career, always taking me to practices. They say drill makes champions. So drilling on my feet, hitting shots, 100 of them sometimes every practice. And I've also been wrestling since I was 5. So when I'm on the mat, just they say mat experience helps, so it just comes natural. And like I said, my mentors and Adam, specifically the last 3 years, developing me into the wrestler I am, and providing me with great practice partners every day. Um, I know one of my best friends. He just recently went up to heavyweight, but he used to be at my weight more, and we drill every day. And that's honestly how I keep prepared, and conditioning and being in the wrestling room, trying to be the hardest working person in the room. That's what our head coach teaches us. Always in competition.
You're also a two-time NWCA Scholar All-American. How do you manage to balance your training and competition with your studies?
Yeah, our coach sets up. I know in the beginning of the year, our coach sets up a specific time a week. So he said, "All right, you have to have at least 6 hours in the library studying a week." We call it just study hours, and um, just making sure we go to that and are productive. My time management has gotten a lot better from freshman year up until my third year now. It's a learning curve, but being able to pick your classes and your times. For me, I'm a morning person, so I like to schedule my classes in the morning, get it done. Normally after lunch, I'm done with my classes and I can really hit the books in my room, in the library. Albion has a lot of great places to study, uh, and just get the stuff that I need to get done. And then practice is in the afternoon normally. Sometimes we'll have a practice early in the morning and the afternoon, but just making the most of your 24-hour day. You know, you're going to sleep 8 hours, which gives you 16 hours to be productive and get what you need done. And I've learned to really appreciate my time off, like really take like an hour a day, 2 hours a day to really just focus on myself, whether that be music, podcasts, just, you know, rest my brain a little bit, maybe a nap, justify it. So yeah, just a good balance, and don't waste time during the day.
You and your coach both mentioned that you're very passionate about your music. Tell me a little bit about your music background.
Yeah. I've recently gotten into guitar, which is surprising because I love guitar. I love playing it. Just being in college, kind of hanging out in the room, I started picking it up freshman year. My dad has always learned how to play. He tried to teach me some chords when I was younger. Just I was just uninterested. But my mom always pushed me to play piano. So for 10 years, I took piano lessons, learned music theory. That was really important. But I would say the on the writing side and making my own music, it was just kind of my creative outlet growing up. Um, as early on as fifth grade, elementary school, I loved poems. I loved rhyming. So I would just kind of write down everything, you know, just being creative every day, and it just came natural, and I never got tired of it. And obviously, as I grew older and mature and experienced more life, more, you know, poems and songs started to develop, and my music background started to kick in a little bit as I got into high school. And um, yes, like tech savvy software stuff helps too, because then you know how to start sharing your music and recording your music. And so it's been a long process, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But I've been able to create an album, two albums actually, that are on all platforms. And I just love singing. I've never taken really singing lessons. It's just something I guess that came natural, and people told me I was all right at it. So I uh, I love doing that, and just I would say the writing part is probably my favorite overall. Writing lyrics. Um, I'm constantly on my notes on my phone. It's like the most used app I have on my phone. Just writing, always writing my feelings, writing down, journaling every day, and just turn that into songs. So it's a great creative outlet for me.
Your coach mentioned that you've also performed at numerous shows. Tell me about some of the performances that you've been a part of.
Yeah, part of the reason I learned wanted to learn guitar was because I didn't want to do like an instrumental background where it's just me and the microphone up on stage. So as I've learned the guitar, I've been able to just play acoustic shows at bars, restaurants. Sadie Bass, who was on The Voice, up and coming country artist, she actually just signed to a record label this past month. She asked me to open up for two of her shows over the summer, so that was an awesome opportunity. She has, I think, 105,000 followers on Instagram, large audience. So that was an honor to be able to open up for her and meet her and have her follow me and be invested in what I'm doing. It also opened up other outlets for shows and connections. So this summer I have kind of a list of places that I'm calling and getting lined up, and I'll have like a kind of a tour set up for making money in the summer, playing shows, just having fun with it. It honestly doesn't feel like work. So I do get a little nervous. Like this past summer was probably one of my first shows that I played in front of at least like 100 people. And it was pretty nerve wracking, but once you get into the groove of it, and the crowd work is probably the hardest part, because I love the music and I love singing, I love performing, but in between the songs you have to transition well, and that's honestly the hardest part about it. So I've had to figure that out of trial and error. But I've done like lake shows, where I'm on the shore and people come and like anchor into the sandbar and listen to the music. Like I said, bars, restaurants, kind of like a candid environment where people are just talking and eating, and I'm in the background. I was at a wrestling camp up in St. Ignace on Mackinac Island, and there was a guy performing at along the dock at one of the restaurants, and I was like, "Hey," he asked me if I wanted to play a couple songs, so I was like, "Sure." So grabbed his guitar, started playing for the restaurant, standing ovation. I live for moments like that. It was just fun time. So I'm looking forward to this summer going to more places, traveling more with my guitar, and just doing what I love.
Well, I like to close out each interview with a fun question. So, sticking with the music theme, what is your favorite song that you have either written or performed, or both?
Well, personally, there's a song called Trust Issues that I wrote about my best friend in high school, and Adam Wilson, my head coach. It's his favorite song, and it's kind of funny because we'll be wrestling in practice, and we're sweating, working hard, and then Trust Issues comes on, and this is like a very slow folk singer songwriter song, and everyone's just laughing because he loves it. Trust Issues, one of my favorite songs. I recently wrote "It Won't Be Forever," which is a single, and it's on my last album, "It Won't Be Forever." And I love the build up into that song, and then right probably a minute into the song, it kind of just hits you, and it's a beautiful song in my opinion, and I was able to kind of show my voice off a little bit in it. But I every song to me has a special place in my heart, just because I know kind of where it came from, the process in which it was written. I can appreciate every song. There are some songs that I think are better than others, but other people think like this song that I don't think is very good is the most popular song, which is funny how that works. But there's a song called "Reckless." It's super catchy. All my friends, it's their favorite song. And I don't like. It's not my favorite song, but hey, I listen to it all the time because they're always playing it. So that's honestly the best part about making the music is when your friends really like it and then they start playing it. It's like it's really cool.
Awesome. Well, Owen, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, and best of luck to you and your team the rest of the season.
Absolutely. Thank you.